So hey guys, what's up? I'm here today to review the new Happy Home Designer new 3DS bundle that recently just came out, as in today! That's very exciting. So, it's the first time that the smaller new 3DS has been released in America, so I thought, review a video might be a pretty good idea. So first I'll give you an overview of the box. So here we have the Isabelle faceplate that's included. We also have the Happy Home Designer faceplate that's included, the Amiibo card, as well as the full game. And of course, if you notice down here, we do not have the charger that's included, but since I have the older first version of 3DS, that is no problem. On the side here we have a continuation of the really cute artwork that's on the front. On the back we have a little blurb about what the new Nintendo 3DS is all about, a little bit about the game itself, and just a handy dandy little, diagram here. This side we just have the Nintendo 3DS logo and a SKU. Now we get down into the nitty gritty, as in what's actually in this box. The first item we have here is the Happy Home Designer faceplates, which is very cute, a lot cuter in person. Next we have the Isabelle faceplate, which is adorable, and if you'll notice, the other isn't contained in the package like the previous two. The other is on the back of the 3DS already for you, so that's pretty nice. Okay, so it also comes with, instructions on how to replace the cover plates. It comes with an Amiibo card. I got red, which probably is the last animal I would have wanted, but hey, it's a free Amiibo card. I'll take it. And, of course, it comes with the full game download code, which you had to scratch off, which is kind of neat. And then it comes with a little blurb on Amiibo cards, what are they, how do you use them, etc., and different languages too. So there's that. It also comes with the little AR cards that, you play that one game with. I haven't played that in forever, so. Here are all the AR cards you get, and if I remember correctly, the only one that came with the original 3DS was that question mark there, so that's kind of neat. Here's a closer look at the red card I've got. So as you can see, it's got these cute little holographic shiny things on the front of it, which are really nice. I like that. Big fan of sparkly things. And then on the back here we just have that cute little pattern, and the Amiibo logo has a bit of silver around it, so it's a pretty good looking card. I like it. So I'll give you a demonstration on how these faceplates go on. It's kind of like this little slidey thing, and if you'll see, there's these two tabs here. You just kind of align them together, which yes, you can do with one hand. I'm surprised. Oh. Spoke too soon. And you just kind of flatten it out, and there it is. I thought it was going to be this way, but apparently that's what it looks like. So when you fold it out, it'll look like this. Perfect! As you'll see on the bottom, you will need a Phillips head screwdriver to replace the bottom faceplate. I was under the impression both would have to use screwdrivers, so I'm kind of glad they took that move, as I didn't want to do that. Okay, so I'll show you how to get the faceplate off as well. So on the sides here we have, if my camera will focus, these kind of like this gap right here, and you're supposed to use your stylus to just pop it off. I can't do this with one hand, but it's really easy. Okay, so I managed to get the back cover plate off. One thing to note about these back cover plates is, see how the screws are right there? The screws don't actually come off of the back cover plates, so that's kind of a good design, because I would probably lose those otherwise. So, the design is you're supposed to do, like, the screws don't pop out at all hardly, they stay flush there. So, basically you just give the screws like 4 to 5 turns with, you know, your crosshead screwdriver right here. And then you just kind of pop it out off of the sides like how I showed you earlier, that little edging right there. It gives you that leeway for you to use your stylus as a remover. So pretty handy. Also, when you remove the back cover plate, that gives you access to your battery here. So there's your rechargeable battery, as well as your micro SD. So just kind of ejects out right there. That's the one that comes with it. So very tiny. But that's pretty handy to know if you're going to be changing out SD cards all the time. That's where you're going to find it. And of course, the back faceplate goes on very similarly to how the front does. You have 3 tabs instead of 2 this time, so you just kind of line all those up, pop them in, and then proceed to screw them in about 4 to 5 rotations to the left. Here's what the other faceplates look like, all folded out and attached. They're really vibrant, and I am a big fan. Another thing to note about these faceplates is that they've got kind of like this matte covering on them, so they're not gonna like get oily or anything. I think they're gonna stay nice and matte. They aren't shiny at all, if you can see that. Like, that's as shiny as they get, so you're gonna be able to see the nice designs in all different lightings, so that's a great touch. Okay, so lastly for this review, I'd like to kind of give you just a brief little showcase of how it compares to the original 3DS. So already you can kind of tell, like, old 3DS is a little bit smaller in terms of width, but in terms of thickness, definitely the older 3DS is a lot. Here they are with their edges lined up, so as you can see, a lot, well, not too much wider, and definitely a lot thicker. Also, if you'll notice, the headphone jack hasn't moved, so they decided to keep it in the center. Your stylus is also now next to the headphone jack, whereas on this one it was on the back, which I'll show you. We also have the game card slot at the bottom now. Your power button is now on the side as opposed to the inside of the original 3DS. And also, your little strap thing is no longer at the bottom. Okay, so on the back, you will notice that the charger position has changed. So from the right, we have it in the middle now, which is kind of nice. The games card slot and the stylus are no longer on the back like I showed you earlier. They're now on the front. And we've gained a Z button on both sides. So we have 2 shoulder buttons instead of just the one on each side. Nice. It was hard for Nintendo to get me to part with my old 3DS. Me and this little fella have been together since 2011, and we've been through a lot of stuff together. I have done so many games on this little guy, and man, we've had some fun. But I will say that I am very pleased with my new 3DS, and it's definitely gonna be the winner. Increased capabilities. I like the look and feel of it. It feels a lot nicer, not quite as thick or clunky feeling as the old one. I can use my Amiibo with it, which is great. You don't have to use that little circular NFC reader accessory with the new 3DS. It's built into the lower touchscreen, so that's pretty handy. And dude, I just like it a lot. I'm very happy with it, and I'm glad I held out for the smaller 3DS instead of getting the newer large 3DS XL, because honestly, this one is big enough for me and it fits my tiny hands, so I'm very pleased with it. Okay guys, so this concludes my review of the Happy Home Designer bundle with the new Nintendo 3DS, and if you were hesitant on getting the newer 3DS, especially the smaller one, hopefully that alleviates any worries for you because I'm pretty happy with it. And if you're going to be playing Happy Home Designer, I hope you're pretty happy with that too, because man, I know I'm going to have some fun with it. And I'm probably going to upload some videos on it in the future, so definitely keep an eye out for it. And thanks very much for watching. I hope this video was helpful to y'all, and have a good one.